Hi and welcome. Ravi killed a snake. A snake was killed by Ravi. Both of the sentences have different forms of structures, and the verb form is entirely different from the first sentence to the second sentence. But surprisingly, both the sentences give equal, same meaning. There is no difference in the meaning except the form of a verb and the sentence. So in the first sentence, the form of a verb is said to be in active voice, whereas in the second sentence, it is said to be in the passive voice. But both the sentences give equal meaning. So in this video, you are going to learn about what is an active voice, what is a passive voice, how a active voice sentence can be changed into passive voice, and how many passive structures are there in English language. So shall we start? But before we start, if you haven't subscribed my channel, I'd be really very happy if you please click on the subscription bell like buttons and do share the video so that I'll come up with many this kind of videos in the future. And if you're ready, let's start. Welcome back. Let us try to understand what is an active voice and what is a passive voice. For example, if you take a sentence, Radha wrote a letter. So in this sentence, Radha is a subject, wrote is a verb, a letter is an object, and this verb wrote is said to be in active voice. So this sentence is said to be in active voice. Why? Because in this sentence, the subject Radha is doing the work of writing a letter. So here the subject is the doer of the action, doing the work of this particular work, and the subject is given more importance in this sentence. So in active voice, the subject is the doer of the action and the subject is given more importance. Whereas if you translate this sentence into passive voice, it becomes a letter was written by Radha. So in this sentence, a letter is a subject, was written is a verb, by is a preposition, Radha is an object. So in this sentence, was written, the verb is said to be in passive voice. So this sentence is said to be in passive voice. So here the subject is not doing the action, but the subject is receiving the action which was done by the object Radha. So that is the reason this sentence is said to be in passive voice. Here the object is given more importance, not the subject, because here the object is doing the action. Whereas in the first sentence, the subject is doing the action, whereas in the second sentence, the object is doing the action. And in the first sentence, subject is given more importance, whereas in the second sentence, the object is given more importance. And one more difference is that in the first sentence, the subject is doing the action, whereas in the second sentence, the subject is receiving the effect of the action which was done by the object. So these are all the major differences between an active voice and a passive voice. So the active voice and passive voice, though the structures are different, ultimately the meaning of the sentences are common, equal. There is no difference in the meaning of the sentences. If you observe the first sentence and the second sentence, their structures are not same, right? They are different. So it is changed. So there are certain steps to convert, to change a sentence from active voice to passive voice. So ultimately there are 5 steps to convert a sentence from an active voice to the passive voice. So let us try to understand what exactly are the steps which are involved to change a sentence from an active voice to the passive voice. The first step is the object of the active voice becomes the subject of the passive voice, and the subject of the active voice becomes the object of the passive voice. And this is very easy. For example, if you take a sentence like I love India, it is in active voice, and the passive voice is India is loved by me. So here I is the subject and it is placed in the place of object and it became me. Whereas India is the object in the active voice, but in the passive voice it has become the subject. So the object India in active voice became the subject in the passive voice, and the subject I in the active voice became the object in passive voice, that is me. So this is very easy to understand. The second step to convert an active sentence into passive voice is to add suitable be form to the verb. That is very, very important, and that is what makes passive voice very correct. For example, I love India. It's active voice sentence. The passive structure is India is loved by me. This is passive structure, and here is added before loved. So why? Because the active sentence is in the simple present tense. Love is verb 1. That is the reason we add is. India is a singular. That is the reason we add is. So is a be form. So this is present be form. And there are 5 be forms that are normally added in the passive structure. There, the first one is present be forms. Am, is, are. The second one is past be forms. Was, were. Third one is future be forms. Shall be, will be. And the fourth one, continuous be forms. Being. And the fifth one is perfect be form, that is been. So these be forms are to be added in the passive voice after looking at the active verb in the sentence. And this is the second thing that we have to follow while we change an active sentence into the passive structure. The third step to convert an active sentence into passive is the tense form of the verb should be changed to verb 3 form. That is the past participle form of the verb. So for example, I love India is an active structure. India is loved by me. This is a passive structure. So here love is changed as loved. Love is verb 1, that is changed to verb 3, that is past participle form, that is loved. So always only verb 3 is used in the passive structures of language. This is the third step to convert an active sentence to a passive sentence. The fourth step to convert an active sentence into passive structure is the preposition by comes before the object in most of the cases in the passive voice. For example, I love India is an active voice sentence, and the passive voice is India is loved by me. This is a passive structure, and here before the object me there is something which is very important that is added, that is by. It is a preposition. By is added in most of the cases in the passive voice in English language. And this is the fourth step that we should follow while changing an active sentence into passive structure. The fifth step that is followed to change an active voice sentence into passive structure is the object place should be replaced by with suitable, with a proper case. For example, I love India, it is an active voice sentence, and if you change that, India is loved by me, that is passive structure. Here the subject is I is a pronoun, so pronoun I in the active sentence, it became me in the passive structure. So in the active voice it is I, whereas in the passive voice it has become me. So all the pronouns will change according to their proper case. For example, in the active voice, if we have we, in the passive voice we have us. You active voice and you again passive voice, it's the same, there is no change with the you. Whereas he is in the active voice, it becomes him in the passive voice. She in the active voice, it becomes her in the passive voice. And there is no change with it and it in active and passive voice, that they are same, and they in the active voice becomes them in the passive voice. Whereas the proper nouns will not change. Ravi in the active voice will be Ravi in the passive voice, that there is no change with the proper nouns. And this is the fifth step that is used to convert a sentence from an active voice to the passive voice. So these are all the 5 steps that are used to convert an active voice sentence into the passive voice sentence. And now let us try to understand using all these 5 steps in all the tenses, in all the forms of passive structures in English language. And this is the table that will help you to understand the entire active and passive structures of English language in one go. So this table will help you to understand how many active structures, how many passive structures are there in English language. Let us take them tense wise and try to understand them in a better manner. The first one is simple present tense. The verb form is in active voice is take or takes. It is changed as am, is, are, taken. For example, I take tea. It is changed as tea is taken by me. He takes tea. Changed as tea is taken by him. The second one is present continuous tense. The verbs are am, is, are, taking, and they are changed as am, is, are, being taken. For example, I am taking tea is changed as tea is being taken by me. He is taking tea is changed as tea is being taken by him. And the third tense is present perfect tense. The verb structure is have or has taken. The passive structure have or has been taken. The examples, I have taken tea is changed as tea has been taken by me. He has taken tea is changed as tea has been taken by him. And the present perfect continuous tense will not have passive structure, so it is not given here. And the fourth one is simple past tense. This is verb to took is changed as was or were taken. For example, I took tea is changed as tea was taken by me. He took tea is changed as tea was taken by him. And the fifth one is past continuous tense. The form of the verbs are was, were taking is changed as was, were, being taken. For example, I was taking tea is changed as tea was being taken by me. He was taking tea. Tea was being taken by him. The sixth tense is past perfect tense. The form of a verb is had taken, and it is changed as had been taken. For example, I had taken tea is changed as tea had been taken by me. He had taken tea is changed as tea had been taken by him. And the past perfect continuous tense doesn't have passive structure, so it is not given here. And the seventh one is simple future tense. The form of a verb will, shall, take. It is changed as will, shall be taken. For example, I will take tea is changed as tea will be taken by me. He will take tea is changed as tea will be taken by him. And future continuous tense also doesn't have passive structure, that is not given here. And the eighth one is future perfect tense. The form of a verb is will, shall have taken is changed as will, shall have been taken. For example, I will have taken tea is changed as tea will have been taken by me. He will have taken tea is changed as tea will have been taken by him. So these are all the 8 passive structures that are present in English language. And as usual, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense, and future continuous tense. These 4 tenses do not have passive structures. That's the reason they are not given in this table. So we have learnt that in English language we have 12 active structures. There are 12 tenses, whereas only 8 passive structures, because 4 tenses do not have passive structure. That is very, very important. So when I say Ravi killed a snake, or a snake was killed by Ravi, so I mean only one thing. The meaning is common, except there are certain changes in the form of a sentence, form of a verb, but ultimately the meaning is same. So active voice, passive voice will give the same meaning, except certain changes in the form. So I think you have understood very clearly what exactly active and passive voice are and how many passive structures are there in English language. And if you really like this video, don't forget to click on the subscription bell like buttons and do share the video so that I'll come up with many this kind of videos in the future. Thank you very much for watching the entire video.